Question 3. Given the quadratic sequence -1, -7, -11, p, and so on, write down the value of p. So what's very important here is we recognize that this is a quadratic sequence. So we know already from our theory that we learn that this means the second iteration of the difference between our terms will be the same. So they will be equal. But how can we use this in order to find p? Well, we're not sure yet. And if you do know, that's great, but you might not be sure. But if you can recognize and pull fundamental knowledge from these concepts as soon as they mention them, or you know you're working with them, often they will lead to the answer, even if they don't seem so or give any signals that they will. So what I've done is I've written my sequence, I found the first difference iteration, and I've worked with p. So I've worked in terms of p plus 11. So in order to find the second iteration's difference, it would be -6 to -4, you need a +2. To get -4 to p plus 11, we don't know p yet. So let's just work in terms of p and say it would be p plus 11 minus -4. And now, what I mentioned in the very beginning, these terms, they must be equal to one another for a quadratic sequence. And if you'll notice, we only have one unknown variable now, and that's the one we want to find. So we can solve for p. So let's do that. 2 equals p, that will be 15, and 2 minus 15 is minus 30. And we have solved for p, and that is the question solved.